Yo, what's up everyone? Back with another trading video over the trade I took today on the Mini ES. Going into today, I was trying to find a short due to the whole war that's starting. I was thinking that we were going to be pretty bearish on the day, and then we came, filled in this gap, and then I was able to find a pretty good entry. 20R trade today was absolutely insane, and I'll break down exactly how I found it. And yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so going into today, we see that market opens at this 8 a.m. candle. So pretty much everything before we had this liquidity below here, and then we also had this liquidity that was made internally. So pretty much what I was wanting to see was price coming, tapping into this liquidity, and then reversing out, taking out these relative equal lows on the 1 hour. And we might even, yeah, okay, never mind. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was looking for. I was also expecting price to kind of shoot up towards these highs, but I wanted to see if we were going to go down towards these lows before doing so. So once this liquidity gets tapped into, that's pretty much where I'm looking to take a trade. There was this pretty good SMT right here, market structure shift right here that I was trying to take to target these longs and possibly these longs as well up here. But we just never got a really good retracement back into equilibrium, and so I didn't take the trade. But luckily, we were able to find a really nice trade right here. We see that we sweep the liquidity, we tap into that, tap into this fair value gap as well, but we kind of run through it, make structure, sweep out the recent high, and then this is kind of where I was wanting to see the I guess the reversal, because we had the highs right here. I was trying to see if price is either going to continue higher or lower. The way that I found that out is actually through standard deviation. Remember that long that I was talking about? See, the standard deviation matches up pretty nicely with everything. This high here, this high right here. But we actually see that we tap into the 4. We get very close, but we're around that range at the 4 mark. And so I was like, all right, seeing a manipulation reversal here would be pretty good. And then right after we get really close to that, we get a market structure shift to the downside. This is a very small market structure shift, but nonetheless, it is still a market structure shift. So we get the market structure shift and the order block, and pretty much right there, I was like, all right, this might be our little entry to continue lower. And because it was super small, the risk was very nice. We also look at standard deviation. This low matches up very nicely with this low right here, or with standard deviation going the other way. And then this was my first TP, was this low right next to the 4. And so yeah, basically how I entered into the trade though, we see that we got the market structure shift, we got the order block. And so after pretty much getting that, what I do like to wait for as well is a fair value gap or an inverse fair value gap to enter off of. But we did not get that because it was such a quick and small move, and we didn't really form a fair value gap. So what I ended up doing instead was just not entering off the fair value gap, but entering off of this equilibrium getting tapped into, and we can see here right after getting the market structure shift, we move lower, fill in this, and then I actually entered off of this move back here. And that was pretty much the entire trade. We see really good stop, literally 11 ticks. So pretty good here. And then right here at the 2.2.5, that's where I actually moved my stop loss to break even. But then this low is my first TP. Like a 7R for first TP is pretty insane. Yeah, so like here, we got here, put stop loss break even, and then continued pushing lower. We tap into this 4 right here and then move back off of this high time frame fair value gap. I was already break even at that point, but I thought that I was going to get stopped out here. Luckily, though, we build structure, get another nice move down, and then we just kind of start dumping there to first TP. And then, last but not least, final TP. Remember, I was talking about these equal lows or relative equal lows. We target the highest one, just because that one was also the one that got the SMT formed with. So I was trying to invalidate that SMT with that. And so we see here literally like a 19 hour trade. Very, very good. Super, super hyped about it. We see that we get a complete reversal right after, which is pretty nice. This fair value gap would be pretty good to enter off of, or even like this little thing would have been perfect entry for that. But besides the point, pretty hyped about this trade. Main thing was just I was understanding that I was taking a bit more of a risky position because we just didn't have that fair value gap or a huge displacement. But whenever market was looking like this, what I mean by looking like this was still following my bias for the day, which was bearish. So whenever I saw that little model play out, I just took it pretty nice with the entry too. Like the 11 ticks helps a lot that I was able to size. And then first TP right here, and then second TP was all the way down here, but it was only one contract, so I took out most here just because standard deviation was small and there was a fair value gap. Thank y'all for watching, and yeah.